very pleasant good evening to you wherever you are. Don't forget to get interactive with us on all our socials at GHOne TV, and the hashtag is #Toast. Achawa.
Hi.
Chrissy, Liz. Good evening to you all.
Good evening.
And of course, this evening's cocktail is proudly brought to you by Kay's Cocktail, and he'll be bringing our cocktails any moment from now. There he goes. Okay, so you can follow him on all his socials at Kay's Cocktail on Facebook, Instagram, and Cocktail. If you want to make any bookings for weddings, funeral, get together, outdooring, any events, he's the right plug for it. I mean, we've tasted and we can actually vouch for him on that, right? So let's go straight into this evening's topic. Friendship breakups. Friendship breakups. And lots of the times, people think that the only breakup that ever existed on this earth is romantic breakups. But people actually forget that we create more bond, even a closer relationship. It doesn't always have to be intimate, you know, but friendship breakups, for me, hits harder than anything else. I believe the topic itself is very self-explanatory. But do you believe that friendship breakup on itself can be a little toxic?
Very.
Or friendship can be toxic?
Starting from me?
From you.
I do believe that friendship can be toxic. Anything that has to do with two or more people, it can be toxic, depending on yourself. If you give it the opportunity to be, it would be. But if not, it would not be.
Okay.
Friendship can really be toxic. Why am I saying so? I am saying that because the two people happen to be very close. They get to know your dirty secrets. They know your in and out. So when things get bizarre, when things get unclear, they know that part of the body that they can, you know, tickle, and it will get to you.
So they more or less know your weakness.
They know it.
And your triggers as well.
They've been with you over a while. So when things trigger and things are not the same anymore, they know how to come at you. That is why when on social media, when we've seen so many examples where friends, very good friends that we all saw on social media,
they fall out.
They've fallen out, and the things has never been the same. Picking up a friendship breakup is very, very, very difficult. I mean, so many people that break up or fall out from relationships, friendship relationships, they don't come back again, because the things that are being said when they are provoked, when they are angered, when they are enraged, it's out of this world. So friendship can be very toxic because this is a relationship that has been built over the years. I always say that you can't compare a relationship or a romantic relationship with friendship relationship, because we are talking about a classmate you've been with from
many years,
from
many
class 2 many years
right.
ago. This person has seen your growth when Maame was not Maame yet. They saw you before you even developed. They saw you
not developed.
Your I swear, before they basically know about you, your first boyfriend, everything about you. Those times that they actually stepped in for you. So when things get like astray, they come at you, and it's very, very toxic. Very, very toxic. So if you ask me, friendship, dear, is very, very toxic. Maame more
Kay's Cocktail. Liz, what do you think?
Friendship can be very toxic depending on what transpires between the two parties. Yeah, especially when the other party has more information about the other one, and then it ends up falling apart. Yes, the other party can use the secret you have shared with against you, which is very bad. So friendship can be very toxic.
You know, I've heard Kwesi and both Liz spell out that the worst part is when there's a friendship breakup and it becomes verbal, or you know, you guys go back and forth. But we're actually forgetting that it's even worse when you fall out with a friend who doesn't even tell you what you've done. I mean, it's one thing to know that this is where I went wrong, but when a friend goes literally AWOL on you, off on you, no contacts, they block you everywhere, and you have no idea, that breakup is even worse than anything. But we'll come back to that. Achawa, have you ever been betrayed by a friend?
When it comes to betrayal,
you also will be something first.
Hey, I'm sorry. Have you ever been betrayed by a friend?
Who betrayed you? Who caused you pain?
Where's my camera?
Your camera.
I will be a me, but 80. At top what?
Is the name that necessary?
Yes.
Atabuase.
When you know No, I'm talking about my serious problem here. So 80 was a very good friend to me, man.
Right.
And my first relationship, I was friends with 80. We're in the same class, and geography class for that matter. SHS in common and
Wow.
Then I happened to have this very nice tall girlfriend. The lady comes to our class. My friends know her that, oh, this is Kwesi's girlfriend and all of that. During vacation, this lady, I know they hear from her. Where you go? Where you take? I know they hear from her.
It's even shady.
Then people started spilling out. Kwesi, there's something going on. Oh, come on, it is my friend. And then the lady also knows that it is my friend. There's nothing that, like, there is no way something can happen. Oh, someone can say na 80 and
Hey.
Do you know that she lied to me until I saw a baby crying?
Wow.
You didn't see her pregnant?
No.
So for 9 months you didn't see your girlfriend?
No.
Why?
You didn't see her at all, or you didn't see her pregnant?
So she was too young at the time to have gotten pregnant.
Right.
So I think they did everything possible to, I don't know, make her stay in. I don't know how she did it, but I never saw her while she was pregnant.
Oh, okay.
But I was informed that the relationship that they talked about, you know, this is the result. She's gotten pregnant for a Nepal Sumisi. I was like, really? So until it's manifested into pregnancy, the lady never told me the truth. Until I saw a baby crying.
So all this while, were you still with her?
I was with her, but for a while, conversation and communication had gone down.
Okay.
80 and call my idea.
Sorry.
Sorry. Have you ever been betrayed by a friend?
okay, so when it comes to betrayal,
Hold on.
Hey.
I haven't had any relationship since 2012.
You're lying.
The only time I get to talk, I don't hold any grudges against 80, but the only times that we have engaged in conversation is in our school group chat.
he's getting emotional.
So he paid me. This was the lady when Maame,
Let's see what you caused.
80 Bona.
I could say and try.
she's a too. She's a
Hey, I can see
I'll show you.
Wow.
Oh yes.
I could say we're very sorry
I
for
can
this.
see
I'm sorry, but you see so.
Ganyo B,
Yes,
Achawa.
sweetheart.
What about you? Have you ever been betrayed by a friend?
Okay.
Yeah.
So you see, when it comes to me, I always leave room for the unexpected. And there's one thing about me is I can sense things when it's coming from afar. I don't know how I do that, but when you're trying to pull away, I can sense it. So betrayal, no. But I've had a friend that I was very close to. We talk all the time. We see each other all the time. And it got to a time that she was toxic. So I had to decide. Yeah, she became toxic. Like, she was very toxic. Like, in terms of, like, she wants everything has to be done at her time. She always wants me to see her. She doesn't want to come to my place. And I felt that it got to a point where it was affecting me. So as difficult as it was, I had to disassociate myself.
Okay.
And you see, the process of pulling away from something that you're connected to, it comes with pain, it comes with tears, it comes with loneliness. But at the end of the day, I was happy that I did that. And Maame, let me add this, that when it comes to friendship breakup, I feel that no matter what happened between you and your friend, when that friendship ends, never speak ill against that friend.
Hallelujah.
I feel if the person betrayed you, insulted you, when someone asks you, like for instance, you have a best friend and you're no more friends with her, oh, how is Achawa? Achawa is fine. It's been a while I heard from her. Never said, oh, and Achawa slept with this, and Achawa, no, it's not healthy.
Maybe you slept with somebody.
Why do you have to say?
Why did you sleep with
when we were friends? Why didn't you say I slept with that person?
Because you were.
Please, you are supporting ATN. We don't like that.
I don't also believe in how do you call it? Come on, Disa. Going back to the closure. I feel like closure is an excuse.
But what if it's actually a form of healing for the particular person as well?
I don't know what's about me. Like when I like something, Maame, I can like it with my whole life. At the point you think that without that thing I can't live, but when that thing is away, I don't even want to breathe the same air as you. You understand? So I feel that as much as you love your best friend, don't tell your best friend everything.
Have a secret in your secret.
But I actually believe that when it comes to closure as well, it's actually, sometimes you just want to understand. Like I mentioned earlier,
the person will never tell you the truth.
Let's just say friendship, platonic friendships. A friend goes ghost on you. They stop talking to you for whatever reason. It could be pair assumptions, or maybe they insinuated something that they didn't even give you the chance to actually even explain yourself. You know. Sometimes you just want to know, what did I do wrong?
If the person,
you are able to take a stance and be like,
Maame,
okay,
listen.
you are an idiot enough to have actually assumed that I did X, Y, Z. Me per se, if any friend, if you walk away from our friendship, I would want to talk to you, not because I want to
ramen things, but I want to know what
it is. And the moment I know what it was, I'll now look at you in two sides, because I'm like, you clearly didn't put any value on me as a friend to have even come to me, to even give me the chance to even explain myself. So therefore, you are even toxic. Go your way and let me go my way.
Why didn't the person explain to you earlier?
No, but I feel like when it comes to closure, people have different ways of dealing with it.
I don't believe in closure.
It's not always about giving the person a chance to even lie to you. You know, I'm saying lie to you because usually you assume, say, when it's an intimate relationship, that's when the guy will probably lie to you. But when it's a clear, boundary.
I mean, you said the person left you. The person just ghosted you. So if the person believes that you deserve an explanation, why won't the person come to you and say to you, Maame, this is what you did to me?
There are some people that are too good at lying. They could frame a story and then make it very believable. So you hear those things, and it doesn't even entice you to go walk to your other friend to ask for their opinion.
That's what I'm saying. That
and you know what? Sometimes people will fall out of a friendship if they come with a particular intention or notion, or maybe they have their own reason of what's being. If they don't achieve. They will fall out, and when you go, they might not be able to explain themselves to you that this is exactly why I'm leaving. So sometimes,
so what Maame is saying, get the person talking. No, hear them out.
They don't have any.
This person doesn't want to explain you.
Let me tell you. I became friends with you because you have a car. Because I believe that when we're going to church or going out, you're going to drop me off. I became friends with you and I realized that anytime I sit in your car, what I was expecting, you're not giving that to me. Like I was expecting that I'll come to your house, eat, because your house is closer to my church and all that. And all of a sudden I realized that, okay, that mission cannot be accomplished. I would disassociate myself. You were expecting to come to me and ask me that, Achawa, why did you disassociate? Now say,
no, I can't explain
it's
myself.
Because of the car.
But if you are lying,
exactly. If you're lying,
you know that. Okay, you don't deserve it.
I'm saying this here. Have you never dealt with somebody that you know this person is lying to you? When they're done, you
are certain, come to yourself
analyze everything,
analyze and take a decision.
Do you get it?
I get
Sometimes the closure isn't always about I want to come back to you.
No.
I just want to just hear you lie. I want to hear you make an excuse.
Why do you want to hear someone lie?
I want you to give me what
would you do without information?
Listen,
Nana,
if you're lying to me,
you know what?
Mommy, what would you do with that information? I just want to know. If I give you a stance, what would you do with it?
Let me give you a scenario. Let me give you guys a scenario.
Give me.
There was a guy that I was seeing at a particular time, and this guy did something. My friends, one thing about my friends is they won't tell me, but they'll go behind my back and they'll do every research to find out the truth And once they gather everything and they know that this is the fact of the matter, they'll come to me and they'll tell me that, okay, this is what happened. So that situation happened. They came to me, facts, prove everything, jejely well. My friends expected me to walk away from the relationship. But guess what? I'm like, no.
You have to see things for yourself.
No, I want to hear what he has to say.
Okay, why he did what he did?
I had the facts. I already knew the truth. But I wanted to hear what he had to say.
And that is something you will never...
No,
he will never
It was the right thing.
I was like, wait, you got the evidence.
Maame is in a relationship with a guy, not a friend.
Exactly, and I'm not trying to get the truth. I already have the truth.
So why were you asking?
I wanted to look at you dead in the eyes.
If you can look in my face and
There are people who won't be bold
what?
enough to explain themselves to you.
Then guess what? There are people who... Wait, hold on. This was my closure. After he said everything, he was talking. I was like, oh, okay, that's right. When he was done talking, I said, okay, I have something to show you. I then took out my phone, showed him every evidence, all the proof and everything. He was standing there. He didn't know what to say. And I said, okay, I've heard what you had to say, so I'll talk to you later. I got up. Me leaving that seat was my closure. Sometimes, even closure doesn't even have to be. Sometimes it's just to even deliver things that... A friend of mine dated this guy. Her form of closure was, he bought me a lot of things whilst I was with him. I wanted to package everything nicely in the box and send it back to him.
I won't do that.
Guess what? When she was doing that, in my mind, I was like, oh, she's probably trying to go back to do some last minute. But guess what? That wasn't even the case. She took her mom, she took her siblings. She just wanted to just have that moment where it's like, why do people grieve?
I think
why do people have fun?
Yeah,
exactly.
I think so.
So sometimes, that's what I'm saying. That when it comes to closure, I try as much not to make people feel bad for going through that process.
Sure.
It's their form of healing.
Yeah.
Allow them heal.
Yeah.
People bury their mothers after 1 year.
Yeah.
Because that's their form of healing.
Yeah.
It's a journey for them.
Yeah.
People break up with their exes and for 2 years, after 2 years, they want to see the guy and be like, what you did was very wrong to me. You didn't do me well.
Yeah.
They have a conversation from that. Okay, have a good life.
Yeah.
You know, so closure isn't always about giving the person a chance to lie.
To add up to what Maame is saying, after everything, it puts some respect on your name.
Absolutely.
Now I'm coming. That guy that you were, having this brouhaha with, after, spitting the fact and showing him evidence, he knows now that he's dealing with a smart lady, somebody who is up to standard. So now after you've left the relationship, they are always going to miss you, but they won't get you.
That's it.
Okay, but
he has a stand. Okay, because he doesn't know that you have this proof. I had a relationship with somebody.
I thought you said
after
after.
I was just about to say.
I thought you said after 80.
You haven't been in a
I
relationship.
never said that.
Can we play it back? Can we play it
You are
back?
lying, Katie. He's lying.
After I left that, so this was the first time I was meeting the person. I met the person and all the vibes that the person had given me earlier, I met the person in person and I realized that, okay, there has been some lies. Okay. It's my baby Drew. Then over the night I had the opportunity to go through the phone. Then I saw things from my naked eyes.
Naked. Okay.
Then I shashed.
Right.
Then everything, whatever was supposed to happen, happened. I went back.
What happened?
I mean, whatever happened, conversations that happened, whatever unfolded. I went back to where I came from. Then I left a message. Then the person goes like, Sana, what's here? You say, drama, baby. Because the person doesn't actually know why I'm behaving like that after, at the end of the day, seeing we getting to meet. Then I go like, okay, so I gave the person the ample time to, dramatize whatever the person had to. Then I go like, okay, this is what I saw, blah, 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 blah. I think you don't deserve me. First of all, we've had an online date for a while. And then all the things you told me were lies upon lies. When I was thinking that you were the only person I had, you were busy doing blah 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 blah. So because of this and that, we can't. I sent all the evidences I had. to the person. So no analyzing who is on fine. Among us, so then the person was rather begging that okay, can we be friends? I said friends.
And that's a form of closure. But let's come back to friendship closure, friendship breakups. So there's this survey, and it's also a discussion that we'll have after this. And it says that, it reads that I counted her amongst my closest friends. We had our moments, but we always sorted out our differences until I started dating someone while she was still single. She didn't like my boyfriend. She didn't have a good reason for it. She thought I could do better with my choice of partner. She made me choose between them at a point, and I chose my partner over her. I don't think she expected me to choose my partner over her, but I did. While it hurt me at that time, I have no regrets. She started being cold towards me when I confronted her. She said I chose my partner over her 12-year friendship. So they had a 12-year friendship,
right,
but she chose her partner over her.
After
and that led to the end of their friendship. And that led to the end of their friendship. What's your thoughts on this particular statement?
Okay. That is a toxic relationship. And Maame, I don't want to chastise that lady so much. Maame, have you ever had a friend that you love so much that
it pains you?
Yeah, I have had that. I have had that opportunity to meet a friend that she was so nice to me. She was so generous to me, but she was toxic in the sense that when we go out, she doesn't want me to talk to anybody. You understand? She was like, why when we left, and I like dancing, you know, as a guy when I go out, imagine she will see
your shoe.
It depends on if you look at the beach, beach, hello, soundbox,
right,
like I like to have fun, you know, because I work hard. So when I'm having fun, I love to unwind. She's that type of person that when you're with her, you have to sit with her. But me when I hear Balakaza, I'm gone.
When you hear what?
I'm gone. So you see, I felt that as much as she was a good friend, it wasn't good for me. Yeah, and she was good in every aspect, but I felt like, you know, some friends are controlling. They want to control you. Where are you? They are friends like that, and there's absolutely nothing going on. It's just friendship. So I feel that the lady made a wrong decision by asking her friend to choose between her. And it doesn't matter how many years.
I feel this was not a matter of choosing between our 12 years relationship.
12 years, and that is
this is somebody,
12 years.
12 years.
1, 2.
12 years coming up. Definitely you grow. You will marry. You would have to. It's not like you guys are in a relationship. So definitely you should. You see, there's something about friendship and maturity. If you are dealing with mature people, you wouldn't be having this conversation. I didn't know young boy. I didn't know only boy and casa too much. You should know, sir, there's going to be a time. What if the person travels out of the community?
What if the person dies?
What if the person dies? So this is another transition of the person's life. The person has transitioned to a point where she has to be engaged with a man and then head towards getting married. And as a best friend, all you can do is to support and be happy for them, not to be jealous. And you have chosen the boy we are no way. No. If she probably ditched you for another girlfriend, she's doing a whole lot of things with the other girlfriend like you guys used to do. She probably doesn't pick your calls, she doesn't go out with you. That is where you have the effrontery to go question, why have you betrayed our relationship? But this is somebody who is seeing another man so I mean, in our quest for finding friends, let us be circumspect on the kind of friendship we also engage in.
It's the English for me. Circumspect. But let me ask you this before I move on to Liz. What's a deal breaker for you? What's that one thing that a friend would do that you're like, do you know what, this is it, we can no longer be friends?
When you disclose my secret to another party. Things I have told you, I couldn't even entrust that in a family member, and you disclose it like that.
So there won't be a second chance?
Not at all.
Okay.
I can't trust you on that.
Okay.
Because you are somebody I have confided in, share my emotional feelings to you, and then the next minute I'm hearing people speculating it all over. It means you can't be trusted. You have broken that trust. I can't trust you any longer. And if I don't trust you, why should I continue to be friends with you?
So why don't you just take off that privilege of maybe you venting or even confiding in that person and keeping the other aspects of friendship with the person?
No. What are the basis of friendship?
So I feel like sometimes
You
when
have
a
friends
friend,
that you need money, you would call.
when you put that trust in a friend and the friend lets you down in that area, I feel like sometimes you should give them that
Another category.
You see, there is one thing we should take note that it's not everybody who has a lot of friends. Some people are the type that they don't want to mingle with a lot of people.
They just want to have one friend for everything.
One or two people close.
Okay.
So these are the people I'm talking about, that in case maybe I confide in you and you try to disclose to other party, it's a no-no for me.
No matter the category of friendship you fall under, you for not spill. You spill, no, you take
exactly. That should be the basis for
But
friendship. You need to trust.
Doesn't mean if you are that let's hang out friend, you should go and lie on me. If you are that intellectual friend, you should go and lie on me. You don't take lies on the friendship table. It's a no-no.
And if you can't be 100, nobody is 100%. We are all not perfect, but for the trust, it's a must.
I realize I'm not saying anything because I don't tell my secret to my friends. So one of the things, my friend, if you eat my food without telling me, like I put my food in the fridge, and you don't tell me you want to eat it, and I come back and you've eaten it, it can be a deal breaker for me. I'm telling you the truth. I know someone I'm not talking to because
they ate your food in your fridge.
Me, I'll vent.
Mommy, listen, you see,
Are you me? Food?
No, listen. You see, you were talking about secret. Me, I don't tell anybody my secret. Okay. My
Your secret is your power, though.
Exactly. 6 feet. So I can't relate to telling. I can't relate to telling my friend. No.
How does one move on from a friend? See, let me share my experience.
Share.
So my first ever friendship breakup was a best friend of mine. There was an incident that happened and it was like a miscommunication. And bear in mind, I've known this person for a very long time, but when the situation happened in the heat of the moment, we were both very upset and we didn't give each other the time to even speak. Within that same time frame, I think it was probably like I had to travel for like a month or two and she had to travel as well. So within that space, it was like we didn't give each other the time to even sit and talk.
A ghost moment.
So it was like a silent moment. And during that time, anyone that knew me at that time, see, I've seen broken hearts, but this broken heart was like worse than anything.
Friendship.
Because bear in mind, people think romantic breakups are very daunting, but they need to understand that friendship breakups is worse because as a friend, you don't have to conceal anything with that friend. A friend gets to know you as you. You know, sometimes when you're dating, you are very selective of how you want the person to
even
see
how you behave around
around the person. But with your friend, you literally you don't necessarily have to even very vulnerable to the person.
You're yourself.
You're yourself. You know. So I felt like I connected more with that particular person, even more than any other relationship. See, I would wake up at dawn and it's like my heart would skip a beat.
I know that feeling.
And I would cry. Like I actually cried over a girl. When you're LGBTQ, like it was like a normal friendship, like someone that I genuinely care about. And it really took a toll on me for the longest time. And even people on social media started to realize that what's going on, because this is somebody that the two of us were like lovers, you know.
What did you say?
We're like, what? Exactly. But for you, friendship breakup, how do you move on from it? Especially when you know that the person, there's no way that the person wants to come back.
Your ability to put yourself together and find yourself is what matters. Generally, I tell people that the worst thing is going to happen when I happen to see again my friend and I'm looking charted. I haven't had any progress. I haven't developed. I'm still the same. That is when I'm going to feel bad, awful of myself. But we've had a time together. We have fallen apart for a reason or two. We are not able to come back together. So be it. But what is going to be my fortress is, let me press on to the mark of the highest calling. Let me put some dignity on myself. I want a Chanwa to see me tomorrow and still be proud, even though we are not friends, but go like, oh, he was my friend before.
Briefly, I'm going to ask you guys the same question. Do you think when you reach a certain age, there's really no essence or no way you should even try and find a new friend or even make new friends?
No.
So when you get to a certain age, there's no need for you to make new friends?
No, you just have to limit.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have to limit the number of people you allow into your life, and then you have to set your boundaries. The kind of people you were friends with when you were in high school are not the same people you are friends with now.
At the university level.
At the university level, do you get me?
Right.
So let's take it this way, that I'm married now with kids. I have responsibilities. I cannot, exhaust all my time with a friend. You go to work, you close very late. What time do you have to make friends? To spend time with friends?
It's been interesting, we spoke about so many
Maame,
things. We're going on a
I'm
commercial
drinking
break. When we come back, the show still continues. You're watching Toast on GHOne Television.